Hey everybody, I'm Tony Martinez from Transwest Truck Trailer RV, back again to show you the 2023 Ventana 3709. This coach is located in Fountain, Colorado. We're about 5 miles south of Colorado Springs, so if you have any interest in this coach, please give me a call. We're going to start over here in the front. So as we start here in the front, you can notice all the way down how, just off the reflection, how good Newmar's paint is. Their paint quality is second to none. As we go up here, turn signal cameras. So we have screens on the inside, so when you turn a turn signal on, it will show this side of the coach so you're not turning into anyone. Great feature, great for safety. You also have the Diamond Shield front end protector. It's like a clear bra. Diamond Shield is the company that produces it. So you have that all on the front end. You can see kind of where it's covers the whole front end from the windshield basically down. So we step on back, you have Newmar added in 2020 keyless entry to the Ventana. Has a doorbell. This is fully programmable. So you want to make sure to create a combination that's unique to you. So you could even lock your keys in there, just hit the combination and then it'll let you into the coach. The Ventana also has the Alcoa aluminum alloy wheels. These are 305/70 22.5-inch wheels. A lot of the coaches that are in this category have the steel wheels. Newmar does aluminum, so real high-end feature. Here you have 100 gallons of fuel. You can fill the fuel from both sides, either side. Go to the first storage compartment here. You do have outlets, so you can put I'll squeeze by you here. The freezer refrigerator in there if you wanted. You do have the outlets to do it. We're kind of going to go a little bit different since it's kind of windy. You do have window awnings. These are manual window awnings, so you do have to get the hook, put it in the little loop, and then attach it here. So this does have window awnings. You have a kitchen window there. You have an outside entertainment system here. I'm going to just kind of hold everything so the wind doesn't catch it. Samsung TV, Bose soundbar. You can control the features of the soundbar for TV or the dash radio in here. Additional outlets if you wanted to put any additional accessories and plug them into your TV there. Go to the second compartment. This does go all the way through. You do have a slide tray there, so you can access that slide tray from either side. So any of your property or anything that you have in there. This is your larger storage bay. This goes about halfway through. It doesn't go all the way, but it goes about halfway through. This does have a slide tray on it as well. Then your last compartment here is the pegboard. You can put any tools or any kind of fluids that you need to make your commute a lot more safe. Right behind that is the tank, so take that pegboard off and your tanks are right behind there. That gives you pretty easy access to do any servicing if you needed to do any of that there. You do have some storage there. It's a pretty large compartment. And this right here is your chassis batteries and some of your filters. Anything on the Spartan chassis, this Ventana is on the Spartan chassis, will have all of your main things that you need here, your air dryer, your water separator, so on and so forth. It's pretty easy to access and they'll always be on the side. You have your chassis disconnects right here. When you have the Freightliner, it's the little knob. Spartan does it a little bit different. Then as we go to the back, once again, this is on the Spartan chassis. This has the 6.7 liter Cummins turbo diesel, 360 horsepower, 800 foot-pounds of torque. So for a small coach, it's only 37 feet, 10 inches. That's plenty of power to do what you need it to do in this coach. You do have a hitch Once again, you could tow about 10,000 pounds if you're flat towing, 5,000 pounds if you're on a trailer. If you want additional power and additional towing capacity in the Ventana model line, you'll have to jump up into the 40, because the 40 will give you the tag axle, and then it'll give you the 400 horsepower versus the 360 horsepower in the shorter ones. So as we go around to the back here, you have your Truma Aguago. This right here is your on-demand hot water heater, so this will pretty much keep up to all the demands that you may have for hot water, for a washer and dryer, your showers, your sinks, and so on and so forth. Very, very reliable system. We have a shallow storage compartment in the back. Everything, once again, Newmar finishes everything off. There's no plastic or anything else like some of the other manufacturers. Everything has that felt type of liner to reduce the noise and insulate it some and just give it a nice cleaner look. Right here you have in a Ventana, believe it or not, you have a power reel, so you have a 50 amp power cord, and it is on a power reel, so no more lugging around that big heavy cord, especially when it's cold. That cord could be pretty problematic to reel up. We go here, this is your DEF tank. Fuel you can fill from both sides. DEF is driver's side only, and that is 10 gallons worth of DEF. And then to the side here you just have your little storage compartment for your sewer hose or anything else that you wanted to put in there. There is a hole on the bottom of it, so if you do put something in there that's wet, it'll actually drain through, so it's not going to just continue to have water in there. Window awnings on both sides, both windows. Once again, they're manual, so comes with the hook. You just put the hook in there, pull them down, and then they connect just right here, and that's what holds them down. Right here is the wet bay, and as you can see, everything here laser etched, real clean looking. You do have plastic down here, so it's easy to wash out if something does happen to get in here. Your water hose is on a power reel. Your tank capacities on this coach is 105 gallons of fresh, 55 black, and 75 gray, so plenty of water capacities for all of your tanks to do a lot of dry camping. You have your outside shower. Your high and low points are hot and cold for your low points for draining any kind of water for winterization or anything, so it doesn't freeze up. Here's the other side of that storage compartment. Remember, like we talked about, the slide tray only goes about halfway, so that slide tray you can access from the other side, but not this side. But that's a lot of storage on this side, and it's not deep enough to where you couldn't crawl in there and get whatever you needed out of there. This right here is the full pass-through slide tray, so this does, and I'll pull this out so you can see. The other side was a little windy, but it goes all the way out to there, and it'll go out the same distance on the other side too. So any of your belongings or anything on there, it's real easy to access without having to crawl up inside of there. This right here is your battery compartment and your propane tank. This particular coach does have 6 batteries. The option was for the 2 additional batteries, otherwise it just comes with 4. Your propane tank there is 28 gallons, so that's plenty of propane for your heat, your hot water heater, and your stove and everything. So once again, for a short coach, you have plenty of water capacity, plenty of propane capacity to do some extended stays out there. Your fuel fill, once again, both sides you can do fuel. DEF is only on the driver's side. This is all your fuse compartments here. Your hood release to get to your generator. You do have some additional fuses. so on and so forth. And I mean, we're standing right behind the exhaust of the generator, so you can see how quiet, even when it's running. It's windy right now. The wind is making more noise than the generator is. I'm gonna kind of hold this. So you have your generator here. It's an 8,000 kilowatt diesel generator, runs on the same fuel tank as the coach. So long as you have over a quarter of a tank of fuel, this thing will continue running for you. You do have a hot water line from the jet or to the generator, so washing any bugs off or wanting to wash something off with some hot water, you have access to it there. Right on the other side of it, you have your air horns. You have some lighting here, so if you're doing anything in the dark, you have lighting there. And then as we go in here, we'll go in and I'll show you. We have the slides closed, so you get to see what the coach looks like with the slides closed and how much room you do have when those slides are closed. So as we walk by, here in the living room, you have plenty of room. Plenty of room to walk, can walk normally. Here you kind of have to walk sideways to get in. You can still open the refrigerator. You can still get into the bed, just like everything else. You do lose the ability to walk around the bed, but you can get into it. Your main bathroom is in the back. You could still do that. You just have to somersault over the bed to get to it. But you have the half bath here that you can access even with the slide closed. We'll go over this again once we open the slides up. So as I open the slides up, you're going to see, once again, I am so impressed about the size of this coach for being a shorter coach. Once these slides are out, you'll be able to see. You can see how much it's opening up already. And I haven't even got to the driver's full wall slide yet. As you can see, this wall slide goes all the way from behind the driver's seat all the way to the other side of the bedroom. This opens up this coach quite a bit once it's completely out. There we go. So as we go into the living room, this particular coach was optioned with the theater seating. The theater seating, you do have the reclining function of the theater seating is power. So you don't have to worry about pushing back on it or anything like that. Everything's power. You have a huge amount of storage inside of the theater seating there. So laptops, you know, magazines, remotes, everything you can put in there. It does have a couple cup holders. As you look at the chargers, the power controls for the foot recline, there is a USB charger in the middle of it, so you can charge your cell phone or your tablet or anything while you're kicking back. Above, you have some storage up above. It is pretty deep. Not real tall, but it is pretty deep, and it does provide some good storage there. You do have your day-night shades. In the Ventana, everything is manual, so you have your night shades, and then you have your day shades. So everything is manual. All your windows here are the, here we go. They all tilt to open because you have the frameless windows, so all the bottom parts of all the windows in here, they do open. This particular design will allow you to vent your coach even if you have a little bit of rain and nothing's going to get on the inside. In between your theater seating, you have some of your controls. One for your televator. You have the lighting up above for your reading lights, your accent lights. And then as you can see, I hit the televator button there so you can see how silently the TV goes up. So this is the optimal viewing area as you're sitting in your theater seating. You have your TV right in front of it, so there's no kink in your neck or anything. In order to look, like if you're looking at that TV and you're sitting there, you always have to look. Here you can look at it straight on. You do have your fireplace. That is electric. That does provide some heat, but for the most part, it just, for the flame part of it, it just is just lighting. No, let's see if, so as you can see there, pretty realistic flame, but it is electric. There's no open flame or anything, and it does provide some heat for the coach. You do have some storage there for any DVDs or any kind of movies or anything like that. So this would be your main entertainment center right here on the other side. So in RV terms, this coach would sleep 4. These truly aren't, the theater seating truly aren't sleeping areas unless you like sitting in an upright position. Your table does push down to some sleeping, and then you have 2 in your bed. So let me put the TV down here. So up above the TV, pretty standard. You have your audio video equipment cabinet here, so DVD players, Blu-ray players, your dish or DirecTV satellite receivers, you can put them all up here, and you already have everything connected to the TV. So once you plug it in, it's all set up for you. Then you have the Bose soundbar, and then you do have a subwoofer in here as well. Once again, all the frameless windows, everything has the day-night shades. They are manual, but all the windows, they turn and they vent. Then we go into the kitchen. You do have your 3-burner propane stove. Kitchen window, another Newmar option. Once again, those windows also vent, so you have everything in this living area here. You can create a good cross breeze just by opening up those windows on everything. This particular one does have the dishwasher. Plenty of storage for pots, pans. Like I've mentioned before, some of my customers, they put their wine and alcohol in there just to get it out of the way. Do have some pretty deep storage drawers right underneath. You have drawers, all your remotes, Bose soundbar, your TVs, your fireplace remote, all your remotes there. Another deep drawer goes all the way back. Your water filter, wrench, so on and so forth. Everything soft close. Pull out drawer for sponges, washcloths, anything of that nature. Here you do have your stainless steel double sink. It's real deep, easy to keep clean when you do everything here. A nice faucet for you to go either side as you're washing dishes. Pretty good amount of storage there. A spot for your trash can. Another little utensil drawer. This does go all the way back as well. So spatulas, tongs, anything of that nature, you can put in that drawer there. You do have pull-out drawers here. All 30 volumes of owner's manuals from Newmar. Some additional storage there. So for a shorter coach, this does have a huge amount of storage, especially for the kitchen if you like cooking and everything. So And this one does have your booth dinette. So like we talked about, this will create some sleeping for you. So just unlock it here, push the table down. This cushion here will go up above. You just have to move those cushions and that'll create a sleeping area. That's more, I would say, more for a child than it would be an adult because it's not real big, but it is additional sleeping for you. Down below, you do have some storage on both sides. So quite a bit of storage for, once again, for the living area of the coach. Huge window, so as you're eating dinner or anything like that, a good view. It's the biggest window in the coach, so everything is wide open. Then you do have your Whirlpool 3-door refrigerator freezer. This particular model does have a water station inside of it. Some of the coaches just don't have the water. This one does have the water available for it. Then you do have the pull-out freezer with the ice maker. All residential, so that'll allow you to stay out longer when you're camping and everything, because the residential refrigerators are a little bit deeper and they recover faster when it comes to being cool. Once again, this is the half bath. This is mid-coach. Nice and roomy inside. You do have the porcelain toilet. And then the way the door closes, you have plenty of leg room. So if you're a taller person and you have to use the restroom, you have plenty of leg room in there. And since we're here mid-coach, this is a new addition to what Newmar does now. They have the touchpad here that pretty much goes over all the functions of the coach for you. Your water pump, your tank heaters, to top off your tanks, your autofill, all your light controls, all your tank levels and everything else. And I just shut the generator off. So you have your auto gen start. That'll allow the generator to start if the batteries start getting too low or the temperature gets too high. You can adjust it to the different things. You have your air conditioning there. You can control functions of this pad with your phone, and then you have your light control here. So we got everything there. As we go into the bedroom, you do have your king bed. Let me put this. We always get this slide. We forget this slide. So you can see even in here the bedroom opens up quite a bit. There we go, air conditioner started again. So as you see, you have 2 nightstands on both sides of the bed. You do have outlets with USB chargers on them. You do have some storage down below. So you can put some items down there. Underneath the bed. Quite a bit of storage underneath there. Everything's on struts, so everything's easy. Real easy to lift up, real easy to push down. You do have some additional storage there. If we could go over here, Jody. We do have some controls underneath the bed as well. So you have your security lights here, your accent lights, all your lighting controls, courtesy lights, so on and so forth. So you do have some functionality as you're laying in bed to control some of the functions of the coach, such as lighting and everything else. And as we're in here too, just since the air conditioner shut off and then they turn back on when we hit the controls, you can hear how quiet the air conditioning in these, because Newmar kind of offsets their air conditioning units a little bit. So most manufacturers, as you look at the air conditioner, the unit would be right above. Newmar kind of offsets them a little bit to kind of limit the noise that they produce. So even while we're in here and the air conditioners are going, I mean, you don't have to raise your voice or anything. You can hear really good with them going. And Newmar always puts them right down the center instead of the little pucks some of the other manufacturers use. Newmar does do that, so even when these slides are closed and you have the air conditioners on, it's blowing into the living portion of the coach rather than blowing on top of the slides like some of the other manufacturers do. So just a little food for thought there. You notice in the Ventana, on the slide, you do have carpet. In order to get full tile, you have to go Dutch Star up. So just on the slide is where you'll have carpet in the Ventana. Everything else is tile. You do have a couple hanging closets here. Both sides are even and equal, so there'll be no fighting over who gets what side or anything like that. They're equally as deep, equally as big. You have your audio video storage compartment there, so dish receiver, DVD players, you know, video game systems, anything would go in that compartment. They do the glass there so your remotes can see right through that, so you don't have to have that door open to use the functions of your remote controls. You do have some dressers down below. The dressers below the closets do extend a little farther, so you can fully utilize everything in that drawer without having to kind of sneak things through, since this does overhang some. And then down on the very bottom, all drawers are the same depth. The two on the end are about the same length. The one in the middle is a little bit narrower than the other two. You do have a nice little counter here to put your makeup or anything like that on. You do have your safety window there, so God forbid something happened to the front of the coach, you're able to exit through the back. You do have your TV here, and as we go around, you do have some storage up above the bed as well. You do have an outlet up there, so if you do have a CPAP machine or you need anything, I don't know if you can get in there, it's kind of dark in there, but outlet in there. Side windows on the sides of the slide, so you can get a nice cross breeze if you're laying in bed. The New Air that we did earlier did have windows here. In the Ventana, they do not. That's more of a luxury line feature with the windows in the headboard portion of the coach. And then we'll go into the bathroom here. So with the shorter coach, you still have a pretty good sized bathroom. You do have your emergency egress door. We saw that outside. There's no way to get in from the outside. The nice thing about it, once again, something God forbid happened in the front of the coach, you're able to get out of the back by just climbing out, because on the bottom panel of this door here is a ladder, so you don't even have to jump out. You can just climb out. You do have your porcelain toilets. Once again, you have your windows that will vent. They're all frameless. You do have your washer and dryer. Stackable there. Good sized medicine cabinet. single sink. You do have great lighting underneath. This is all one piece. You do have some storage down below. And then some drawers on the sides. And they're full length drawers, so drawers do extend the whole way out. And as we go here, I'll let you in there. Big hanging closet. This coach we did equip with the safe, so you have your safe back there. And then once again, your shower, you have a radius shower. You do have the optional bench there, so sitting down in there or anything, you have plenty of room to sit down and shower. This does have the Aquamizer shower system, so once again, that pump just recirculates the water, and that blue light will turn red and tell you when hot water is available, so you know when to turn the water on, so you're not wasting any water at all. Do have a skylight up above that helps with some additional headroom for the taller folks out there. You do have air conditioning back here too. I mean, it's just, everything is just so quiet back here. We'll go back up to the front. So once again, I mean, it may be hard to see on video, but just the huge amount of floor space in here. I mean, you could have a dance in here if you wanted to. It just opens up so much, and when you're inside of here, you won't believe that this is a 37-foot coach. I mean, there's just so much room in here. It's unbelievable. And we go up front here. Once again, this is on the Spartan chassis. You do have your auto leveling system, so you can hook that up to your phone and control the functions with your phone. You have your air horn, your battery boost, your engine brake. This is your transmission there, your headlights, bright or dim, your little road lights down below. You have your dome light, power mirrors. This is the heat function. On the power mirrors, only your top mirror moves. The bottom one has to be adjusted manually. You do have a window for a driver, so any kind of toll roads or anything you need to, you can just pull the screen to the side. Some of your functions, your phone functions, your cruise control, other functions here, your source for your radio, so on and so forth. With the Ventana, you get the smaller screens here, so your navigation, your turn signals, you do have the mobile eye, so that will keep track of tell you if you're speeding or not, tell you if you're outside of your lane, things of that nature. And then we're basically standing here right above the generator, and you could barely even hear it going. As we go up here, you have your Girard awnings. I wish we could have put them out. It's kind of windy out there, and I didn't want to risk it. So full length, basically 2 awnings goes the full length of the coach, but this is how you control the functions of that. The awning for the door in and out. Your satellite system, this does have an in-motion satellite system, so you can watch satellite TV as you're moving. Your controls for your hot water heater. This is your power monitoring system, security lights, your slide controls, and the controls for your inverter charger. So for a coach a smaller coach in Newmar's line, this is second up from on the diesel pusher side. But as you can see here, everything is well appointed, and this is a very nice coach. Has the comfort drive. Everything in the diesel pusher has the comfort drive. So this coach is located in Fountain, Colorado. Fountain, once again, is about 5 miles south of Colorado Springs. So if you have any questions on this coach, or you want additional information, give me a call, 719-423-9813. and we can do a personal video tour or anything like that that you need. And I want to give a shout out to Avon and Jody for making the 2-hour trip over here to do the videos for us, because it's really helped out, and I appreciate all you folks that have called in on some of our videos. So if you have any questions, call me. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.